gonna turn Pantera back on now. Hey, you're watching Show Me Your Pick with Fruitcake Tony, and this is Cher from Vixen. You better watch this show.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hello.
What's happening?
Oh, nothing.
Not one.
Just wandered in and see what happens.
I saw it open door, it came in. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no sign on it.
Just passing through and, saw the show and, hey, that looks fun.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Saturday night, little after 9.
Can't believe it's already, January 24th. July
24th.
January. Where am I? Holy cow.
It's a great night to be streaming, everybody.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Last week of July coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm ready for fall. Fall's my favorite season.
Mine too. Yep. More than ready.
Yep. More than words. More than ready.
Yes. Yes.
And,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
How you, Tony? How you doing, Tony?
Good, man.
Good?
Absolutely wonderful.
Tom, Kid, Sandra, everybody's good?
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody see any live music yet?
Almost.
Anyone? No?
Not in person.
No.
Me neither. Not yet. Soon, though. Who's going to be the first? Is it Tony?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, Tony.
It'll be Tony unless I get lucky and score a cheap ticket.
I got Kiss coming up.
Oh, then it will be you.
August?
At the end of August, yeah.
Right.
August 28th, something like that.
Yeah, I got John 5 in November.
Nice.
So.
Where's that at?
Poughkeepsie.
Okay.
The Chance. Yeah.
So look, they're probably coming down somewhere near me.
Him and Ingve.
Okay. Does he have to open for Ingve, or does Ingve open?
He's opening for Ingve.
Oh, so you get to see him, and then you watch 20 minutes and go home.
Maybe 20 minutes.
All you need to see.
If you last.
That includes the bathroom break.
I'm not going to put the guy down, but yeah, I'm going to see John 5. So that's all I'll say.
I went to two bands like that before, and the main one was like a shredder, and I left after like 20 or 30 minutes. I was like, dude.
Wait, Hack's going to be live music in 2 weeks. You'll be live music, Hack. That's awesome.
Nice.
Go
But
Hack.
after every song is in E,
Go ahead.
shredding over the same song in E, I'm like, all right, I'm out of here.
I don't know. It's all good.
Is Hack live later on tonight? Do we know?
I don't know. Hey, Hack, you live later?
Yeah, put it in the chat.
Yes, Andy Dion.
Also, don't forget Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And
Who's here in the chat, Sandra?
glad you asked.
We've got Lenny, Lou, and Mary. Love you, ladies. Christopher Sawa, Andy Dan, Rick Hefner, BC Rich 581, Guitar Hack, oops, wrong one. The original Paramutant, Keith H. Did I say Rick Hefner? Thomas Santiago.
Hey, Thomas.
Brendan Buttcheeks, Dan of New Jersey, Andy Dion, I don't know if I said him or not. I could just be repeating. Quentin James is in the house because he's a huge Nuno fan. And I think that's it. Let me say hello to all those that come on. Moseying in as we go along.
Hey, Chris.
But thank you for being here. Thanks to all who are tuning in. We appreciate it. If you could, you can support the channel by leaving a like, a comment, a thumbs up, sharing the content, and there's a PayPal link. You can also buy merch. So thanks.
Yes. I thought of a poll now after we probably talked about it. And it's actually your point was what did you like better? You know, it was your poll question. Did
The
you
cover,
like
the cover version or the original?
Yeah. Did you like the More Than Words original or the Jack Black Jimmy Fallon cover?
I like the. I'm with the Jack Black Jimmy Fallon cover.
I think I did too. Just
That
because
cover was pretty good.
they
It's
spoofed
amazing.
it so well. It's to the freaking note.
It is. It's amazing. But it's still so funny.
Ooh, Lenny Lou's unboxing her stuff after the show today.
I
First
got-
new gear day in 20 years.
What am I doing?
Nice.
Talk about doing covers, though. I gotta throw a quick shout out.
It's not Jessica Elba.
Do you know the UK British guitarist? He's a YouTuber, Mike Bradley. So he kind of plays more blues and more like, I would say he's the British version of like a Rhett Shaw kind of player.
Okay.
More Americana and blues. And he did a cover of Somebody Give Me a Doctor. And you could tell it wasn't his style, but man, he pulled it off well. I was impressed.
Cool.
He was like, oh, I was never really into Eddie that much, but like I really have a lot of respect for him. And he pulled it off, did the solo and everything. I'm like, so can you imagine it would be like Rhett Shaw playing Somebody Give Me a Doctor? It was wild to see. He did it on a Strat with just a humbucker on the bridge.
As long as he didn't say meh, it's all good. Right?
But
Tea cake. You get anything in the mail or not? Or is it was it a slow mail week this week?
I got a couple of things.
Yeah.
you always get stuff,
I
don't you?
got a couple of things.
All right.
Let
You probably show us later. Show us later.
Let's first show what we're gonna.
This is what you're playing for, folks.
Yeah, not that pick.
No.
Not the Fruitcake Tony pick. Although those are pretty valuable.
Yeah, he doesn't send them to anybody.
No, I don't have any.
You're not playing for a see-through. You're not playing for a see-through sticker either.
Ooh, see-through sticker.
There it is. Look at that
That's-
thing.
Look at that thing. The Monsters
Wow.
of Rock.
Monsters of Rock Cruise.
Wow. Can I go out into the chat?
No.
Oh, yeah. Like
Yes, you could join me in the chat if you wanted to. That would be great.
like 5 different colors. I just want to win that pick.
I know, right?
It's cool.
That's a badass pick. So
I don't
hopefully, Quentin, you know your trivia. I know Quentin would be a
Quentin,
good candidate for that winning that pick.
Get those fingers going, Pops. Anyone watch those videos of Quentin from like 20 years ago? Like 25 years ago? You watch those?
No.
There's
I didn't-
videos of Quentin.
I didn't have YouTube 45 I know. I know what you're saying.
Quentin put it up and
I know.
Quentin playing a Robin guitar.
Whoa.
Soldano SLO, super lead half stack, and then
Wow.
like bass boogie half stack, and then another full stack next to him. He's got a big rack of gear. He's got like the long hair and everything. He's all thin and young. He's playing a Robin guitar. And he's like, it's got a Mega Drive pickup on the bridge. And then these are Stephen Pearcy single coils, which are very expensive. You think Quentin's younger.
I'm gonna have to go watch that now.
We love you, Quentin fucking James.
Hell,
You think he
hell yeah.
shreds now, man. Young Quentin really shredded.
Oh dear Lord.
We love every Todd.
But you gotta see it, like the long, I mean, the hair's like way down to here, and like,
Yeah, we all had long hair at one point.
I did before I was bald.
Yeah.
TK, if you're trying to talk, your mic is muted. Hi.
Hey, there's Sandra. Hi.
Okay, you can kick me out of here now, all right? I'll go join the chat, run some night bots, and all that kind of good, fun stuff.
Wow.
Am I
See
muted?
that? No, you're good now.
Thank you, Matt.
Did you see that, Tom? He got a Robin endorsement from that video.
I believe it's really like
Nice.
it was like
Nice.
a professional done video in a rocker sense. Like,
All right, Sandra.
We'll see you later.
We'll see ya. All right, chat, make room.
Fun.
it was really professionally done, that video.
Cool. That's
Um,
awesome. Yeah, that's a cool pick, Tony. I like that.
let me show you a couple things.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow, that's cool.
Cinderella.
Now, is that
I was just going to ask.
the rainbow
Jeff
metallic?
LeBar. Jeff LeBar. Yeah.
That's
He's
cool.
he's the one that just passed, right?
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think he was only in his late 50s
Yes.
too.
Yeah, like
Not old.
58 maybe.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I think you're right.
That one.
Wow.
And
That's cool.
But Tom, why was his pick shaped like that if he was a guitar player? Isn't that like a bass pick?
Some guys like those, but
Big picks. But
I mean,
the point was really fine.
yeah, normally those are bass picks, but some dudes like those.
Yeah.
Chris,
No,
you know, I mean,
you're 100% right, but it's like dudes who like playing through an original like bassman,
Nice.
like an original Fender bassman was meant for a bass, but they sound great for guitar.
right.
Same kind of thing, I guess.
Too bad it doesn't go the other way around. You know,
I know,
guitar amps don't sound that great for bass.
No, they don't. They sound like garbage.
Yeah.
all right.
TK,
so
do you have other extreme picks to show?
Yeah.
A Plexi Marshall will sound good with bass, but that's just because it's so loud and so clean, or like a high watt, but no small guitar combo. They all sound like farts when you put a bass through.
Oh, that's why I thought I was just sucked at bass.
No, I mean,
Thanks, Tom. No.
Guitar sits. I mean, I'm not going to get nerdy, but that, that spike, the hump, the resonance peak in a guitar is 4 to 5. It's 4 to 5K.
Right.
So it can't compete with bass that's going down to like, 20 hertz or even like 500 hertz. There's no way it can compete with that.
No, I know.
But it's funny. I just, I got it. I just like that.
That is funny.
It always sounds like farts every time.
That's great. That's a great.
So I'll get you a 100-watt Marshall Super Lead, a vintage one, and then you'll have a bass amp to practice with.
There you go. I'll drive down and pick it up next week.
Not that impractical.
All right. So I've never seen Extreme.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody else has.
Oh, dude, I saw them 2 feet from Nuno, sweating.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
In a small club.
He's an amazing guitarist. He really is.
My second favorite guitar player.
So
he's so versatile.
That, Tom?
I'm sorry?
What year?
What year did I see him?
Yeah.
I was in high school, so somewhere between 91 and 95. It was the Van Halen Waiting for the Punchline tour right after Van Halen 3. The coolest part about it, though, was for that album, he used a little vintage blackface Fender Vibra amp. And you guys know how clean, if you know Analog Kid, how clean those old Fender amps are. He played Extreme through this little amp on 10. And I was right up front. I was like an hour early. I'm talking to his guitar tech. I think his name was Keegan at the time. Guy was like 6'3", super nice guy. And I was a teenager. I was like 16 or 17. I'm like shaking. I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a fucking Nuno fan. Excuse me. I'm like, I'm the hugest fan. He's like, it's all right, dude, calm down. I'm like, I'm asking all these questions. He's like, I'll answer your question, buddy. Don't worry about it, man. Calm down. I'm like, what do you use? Where's he used for that? What gauge strings?
Can I have a guitar? Can I have a guitar?
No, he made a joke. He goes, do you want some of Nuno's like skin shavings too? And I was like, no. And he goes, no, I know you're a fan. And this guy was probably my age now, and I was like 16. Yeah. I was like, he's a sweet kid. He's probably thinking you. So he shows me, he goes, no, this is the amp, and they have it covered with a fucking like a black, sorry, don't mean to swear, a big curtain drape. And he goes, that's what we're playing through tonight. And I go on the other side, and they have the exposed amps, and they're all the ADA stuff. And he said, well, he still has a deal with the ADA stuff. I guess it was still around in 90 whatever, because I think they're out of business now. And he was like, he's using that for the porno graffiti and the original tones and all that. But for the newer stuff, he's using this. That was my favorite tone of the night, because it showed his technique is I 100 times over prefer Eddie Van Halen as a musician. I'm going to take a lot of shit for this, but Nuno has better technique on the guitar than Eddie. I'm sorry, it's just a fact.
I'm sure Eddie probably would say the same thing, though.
Gilbert has technique on the guitar than either Nuno or Eddie, but I don't prefer Paul Gilbert. But I'm just saying, Nuno's technique live. The other thing that a lot of people might not know is Nuno had Nuno had the highest action, except for Jay Mascis, of anyone's guitar that I've ever touched. Like, professional player.
I'm a high action guy.
I could fit my pinky at the 12th fret. I could fit my full pinky between the string and the fretboard.
Oh wow, that's high.
That's how he plays so cleanly, because the strings are so high.
Was he classically trained as a guitarist? Do you know? I don't know.
I don't know.
I wonder, because
I met him afterwards. I can confirm that if he's not 5'4", he's 5'3".
Okay.
Because
you're right.
I'm about 5'9" on a good day. I'm like 5'8.5", 5'8.75".
I know who might know though.
I was almost 6 inches taller than him.
Cool. Who might know, Tony?
Hey guys. How's it going?
I figured he might be here.
First question, buddy.
We're talking Nuno. I'm in.
How tall is Nuno really? Because I know you've been experienced to this as I have.
He's about my height, 5'4".
Say it.
He's about my height, 5'4".
Yeah, and I was gonna say on a good day he might even be 5'3", right? Was he wearing boots when you met him?
No, I didn't meet him. I saw him. I saw him live.
Oh, okay. Because I met him like literally face to face, and I'm like 5'9" on a good day, and he was almost like 6 inches shorter than me.
Well, he comes from his background. He's got the same background as I have.
Yeah.
And we're all from the islands, and we're all relatively short people.
But you know why I was shocked though, Hack? Because his playing and his presence seems like he's 6 feet tall.
Yeah, and I believe the guitar body is actually a little bit smaller, so he doesn't look so tiny.
You said that once, yeah.
So I was asking Tony Hack. I was asking if Nuno was classically trained as a guitarist, because his technique is just so.
Like his entire family play. Like he's got he's the youngest, right? And his older brothers, they all played guitar, and it's a musical family, so he kind of picked it up. And
Hack, if you don't mind, could you tell us a little bit about, like him being Portuguese culturally, about, is that a big for Portuguese people, like music in
it's
the
huge
family?
In the family, I
assume so, but my uncle was a composer. Like he used to write music for bands and stuff. Wow. Yeah, no, music there it's huge, man. It's really big. Yeah,
your brother's a phenomenal guitar player.
Yeah, he got the talent.
I don't know. I beg to differ. We've heard. I haven't heard him play. I've heard you play, so I can't make a comment.
Go and check out Dense Skill Music.
I will.
It's like his original compositions. It's like you'll hear Hendrix, Zappa, Jimmy Page, some jazz, some country. Like he does everything, and and he just blends it all together. It's amazing what he can do.
That's cool. That's cool.
Now,
hard to do.
Is he your older or younger brother?
No, he's 11 years younger than I am.
See, I think you look younger than him. That's weird.
With all the gray, I don't
know. I have a brother that's almost 8 years younger than me, so I know how that is. I'm like, do you remember this cartoon we used to watch? And he's like, no idea, dude.
Yes, he's probably like 2. You're watching it, right?
He's like, I remember when you were beating me up.
Yeah.
For me, Nuno is like
What's up, Laz?
he's my, hey Laz, he's like my favorite. Like I sort of draw a demarcation at Eddie Van Halen. There's the guys before and then the guys after,
Sure.
and he's my favorite post Eddie Van Halen guitar player, hands down.
You and me are in agreement 100%. Me too.
Because he's got, he's got all the technical ability, but he's a song guy.
Oh, Hack, right before you came on, you missed, because I'm sorry to interrupt, but that was the thing, is that I got soloed, and I'm probably going to take a lot of crap because I said, although I love Eddie, I think Nuno has better technique.
Well, I'm not gonna ruffle those feathers.
Having trouble like me, right?
But yeah, like, I mean, he's a song guy. Like, the guy's got riffs coming out of every pore of his body. He's got tons and tons of groove.
Oh my God.
And he's the thing is, he takes all that technique and all that ability, and it's so musical. I mean, everything the guy does and he plays keys and he sings really well. I mean, the guy's just great songwriter, great music, like all around, just absolutely.
He is that band. He's like James Hetfield is in Metallica. Without him, there is no Extreme.
I would say he's more important to Extreme than James Hetfield, because he plays solo, he does everything.
Right, but my thought, I guess that would be a bad analogy. Then my thought is that without him, they can't do Extreme. Without everyone else, they can build another Extreme around him, no problem.
That their whole sound's built around him.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I just did a show on Extreme about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and yeah. I mean, they should have been way bigger than they were.
Right.
They had 2 strikes against them. One was their timing. They were about 5 years too late.
Yeah.
And the other strike against them was what broke them did not represent what they do, which was more than words. Yeah, I mean, because you listen to the rest of that record, Porn and Graffiti, and it's an absolute, like, sonic assault, man.
Banger after banger.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that guy's playing his freaking ass off.
Yeah.
And you've seen them live, so it's not like he's doing it in the studio and he can't reproduce it. No, he can reproduce it. And
his action is insanely high.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was talking about right before you came on. I went to see him at a little club, and his guitar tech had his guitar. I could fit my pinky at the 12th fret between the string and the fretboard. His action is the only one who had higher action than him was Jay Mascis, but Jay Mascis, Dinosaur Jr. was not playing stuff that was as technical, so it made sense.
The
high action.
The other thing too, like, I mean, not to take away from the rest of the band, but the whole band is incredible. Like, Pat Badger's an amazing bass player.
Yeah.
You listen to, like, off the first record, like, I forget what's in it, How You Play or Come Out to Play or something like that, or Play With Me. Holy shit. Yeah. You try to cover that song, that's like incredible. Nuno can squeeze enough riffs on one song that most band would be an album for most bands. Like, that's how much shit that guy has going on. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if you listen, just the little lines, instead of sitting on a chord where it's like a 5 chord, he's coming up with like a diminished riff. He plays a diminished riff ascending, so it's like, and then he comes down, the same thing. So he's still on that altered 5, but he's going,
yeah.
He's still for a minute.
He's so fluid, man. It's like the guy just pours out of him, like it's and he's equally good on acoustic guitar. I mean, his acoustic stuff is incredible. I mean, he's got that on Waiting for the Punchline. He's got that acoustic instrumental.
Yep.
His name is
and he didn't even want to become a musician, though. I mean, at the beginning, and you know a lot about him, but I read some stuff about him that he wanted to be an actor.
I didn't hear that.
He didn't at first. He didn't really want music. He wanted to be an actor, and he played a lot of hockey and football, and tried some acting stuff, and then he played drums and all that other stuff. But yeah, he didn't initially want to be. Why is it that those guys that don't want to, I want to try something else, they end up being like amazing at music.
Yeah.
You know,
No, his whole family. I mean, he's got
Right.
I think his younger sister is also a singer. His brother's he says his brother's a better guitar player than he is. His older brother.
yeah, that's
You
who
know,
taught him. You know, he was like kind of teaching him, but then it just once he got the technique, obviously you can see he
Yeah.
got it. You know,
yeah. And the thing, and they put out a record in 2008 that I don't think most people even know exists. But when we did the top 5 rating, I was sort of the contrarian. That their last record for me was the best record they've done.
Huh.
You know, it's incredible. It's he named it. It's a Portuguese name. It's called Saudades de Rock, and Saudades means like nostalgic, like, you know, memories.
Mhm.
And man, you want to hear all their influences, killer songs again, and that plus the harmonies. You know, it's that's almost like this close to the perfect album. It's so good, and nobody even knows it exists because it got no promotion, no airplay, and it's an absolutely killer album.
How new is that?
2008.
yeah, I'm just looking it up now. So yeah, that's got quite 14 songs.
And they're killer. They're
Nice.
killer. You know,
Very
there's
cool.
riffs in there like Comfortably Dumb is just crushing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They've
Star,
got new
so many good
music
songs.
in the works now too.
Well, they've been talking about putting out a record. Oh my god,
For like 3-4 years, right?
Maybe
easy.
Maybe 5, maybe more.
And I don't know what it is. I think maybe because they want to put it out and then tour, and that maybe the you know the things haven't lined up, or I don't know what their record company, if they have one. I don't know what that status is. Maybe that's an issue. But apparently this thing's been written and done, and
They
you
had
know,
they had like 17, 18 songs back in 2016. So, you know, so that's what we were talking before. They probably have like 30 now written, you know, so they could.
yeah.
I would go see them. I hope they do tour again. You know?
Oh man, and Gary Sharon, like I don't know why that guy gets a bad rap. Man, that guy's got an incredible. For me,
Oh,
he's
he's
an
great.
amazing singer, and the
He is.
guy's a whale of a performer. Like holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, I think he gets a lot of shit because I think he's a great singer, but I think he just wasn't the right fit for Van Halen.
Oh no. Well, that maybe that's what it was. I don't
think
know.
that's what people are measuring him against because
I think that's
you
wrong.
can't
Oh.
you can't measure him against
Because he's
the other
great.
two
He's
singers.
great, and
You know,
it's-
you just can't. But you know,
yeah.
how many people can say, "Hey, I fronted Van Halen"? For even, you know,
there you
30
go.
people, 3 of them.
I suggest this to anybody if they one of the best, if not the best, live performances I've ever seen, like on a Blu-ray, and it's on YouTube. Look this up. Take Us Alive, Extreme in Boston. They're playing. I think it's like BB King's in Boston.
It's 2010. Yeah.
Holy shit! That'll
Yeah.
pull your freaking hair, man. They're absolutely on fire.
That
And
made
then
me
the drummer they have too, Kevin Figueiredo, who happens to be another Portuguese guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, killer band! Just what a killer show, killer.
That's Nuno's got that thing that very few players have, where you don't see him miss a note.
No,
It just doesn't happen. Like his skill level is so far above where it needs to be to perform live that it's not even. I mean, it's like a Michelin star chef making peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean? It's not difficult for him. So you could tell though, because it allows his mind to open up to be creative. You know what I mean?
and the guy's not, and it's not like he's standing still. Like, you know, some guys will stand. Oh, here comes a solo, so I got to stand here and lift the guitar on my knees. So
The guitar is super low.
he's got it down by his knees, and he's running around while he's doing it, and it's nothing for this guy. I mean, the guy's not human.
It's really not human. Yeah, it is. It
It's
is.
almost like Angus bouncing around doing his. I don't know how he does
I
that.
tried to wear my
I really
guitar
don't.
that low once because I loved Nuno when I was like a teenager, and I'm like, nope, can't play that low. Nope.
Your
can't do it.
arms aren't long enough.
Nope.
You have to stretch your arms, hang on the jungle gym like Bobby Brady.
I'm like, oh, nope.
Yeah, and he's always played those. Well, not always, but I think definitely from Porno Graffiti on, he's always played those Washburn signature models, those N4 guitars.
Yep.
And he's been with Washburn. He's now, like, you know, a lot of these guys will like change. like Paul Stanley, I think, has been with every guitar company there is, right? But now then he went back to Ibanez. Anyway, he's stuck with that Washburn, that model, and now he's got another one that's actually pretty ugly. It's like a telly shape.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know,
Yeah,
but
I've seen that.
that Washburn is, yeah. I've tried those guitars. They're very good. Yeah.
My buddy had one. I played one for a while. They're really nice.
Yeah, they're good guitars.
They sound good too. Even like you'd be surprised because I guess they're, what is it, a Bill Lawrence humbucker? The L500 is like really high output in the bridge, but it's got this clarity to it, you know.
Yeah, and his tone on the records too. Like, man, that guy's got some crazy ass tone.
His tone is insane. Yeah.
You know, the like my favorite tone of his is probably on Three Sides of Every Story. Like, that's just crushing tone. Man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Nuno is on a little bit of a higher level as far as being a player. You know, Nuno could, you know, you talk about the world's greatest. I don't think you can name one. Any of us name one.
Better? No,
Yeah.
I can't. There's nobody better than Nuno right now out there. You know, unless you're an Yngwie fan, but I can't do that stuff.
Well, I think he blends he's got all the technique you'd ever want, but he plays melodically. Like even in a solo where he shreds, he'll play like a melodic line and then do a real quick shred, and then it's back to like a melodic line. You know what I mean? That's what I love about it.
Yeah, and he's got that. Like, that's all my favorite guitar players have that, where they take the solo, and if the solo is like a mini composition within the context of the song, it doesn't deter from the song; it adds to it. And he's got that, you know. And a lot of these shred guys, they just, oh, here's my, 30 seconds to play every note I know. He's not. Yeah, I hate that shit. He doesn't do that. Yeah. I'd put him against any post Eddie guitar player on the planet.
I agree.
Yeah, I would agree.
100%.
Even the Satrianis of the world, I'll put him against Satriani.
Him,
Yeah.
Vi, Satch.
Have you seen? I'm sure you've probably seen it, but heck, have you watched the ones where it's like Nuno? He'll just show up at like one of the small clubs in LA, and he was on stage with Nancy Wilson from Heart.
I saw that.
Singing harmonies with her, and like he was like, "Oh, I can play guitar, I can play bass if you want, or what do you want me to play?" Like, dude, he's total musician. And then he toured with Rihanna, and he's like, "What do you want me to play?" And she's like, "I know you're a good musician. Play whatever you want." So he would play melodies in the background and shit.
Yeah, he can destroy in any. I mean, shit. They even did. There's a really good song called "Take Us." Is it called "Take Me Alive" or "Take Us Alive" on Sudad's Rock? He's playing country, like really quick picking, dunk dunk, like really. It's like,
I mean, I love that finger picking stuff too. That's insane. It's really cool how they do that. I know. So I was saying before you got here, Hack, that my first live show. Yeah, you were in the chat, but I was going to see John 5, and he's opening for Yngwie. I love John 5. I'd put him up there too.
I put him. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I put. Yeah.
He's. I mean, because he was influenced from like Roy Clark and those guys back from Hee Haw, and Roy Clark is amazing too. So,
shit, yeah.
But just watching him, I've seen him twice, so this will be my third time. But he's opening for Yngwie. I'm kind of glad he's opening because
you got to leave right after.
I may stay for a song or two, but
yeah.
But yeah, it'll be fun. I really can't wait. Dude, he's just an amazing guitarist.
Yeah, you guys should do yourself a favor, man. Watch that video I mentioned and check out their latest record.
I'll do that after the show. Definitely.
Killer.
No, I haven't gone and listened to the record like just by itself, but I've seen some of the new stuff because I watched that live. I was part of that live thing.
Yeah. The album was out already. Yeah.
So I didn't have that reference where I recognize the song if you hear the album first, But it was good stuff. I mean, Nuno was kicking ass like always.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Stephen Franklin brings up George Lynch. George Lynch isn't a slouch, you know. Definitely not.
Yeah. No slouch.
There's a lot of guitarists out there, but you know, some of them are on different levels, and some of them just you can't compare. You can't put them on the same level as certain people. There's a lot. It's very hard, you know. But
Yeah.
you know, Hack will tell you. You'll know. You know when you know tone, and you know how they play. You know what they play. You know how versatile they are. They rise above a little bit.
Yeah.
But as far as just the handful of the world's greatest, he is in that small handful.
Right.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
To me, the test is I think you could throw him on any gig on stage. I mean, unless it was a real, like a straight ahead jazz gig where it was really like giant steps at 200 BPM or something out of his wheelhouse.
You never know.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sure if it was a blues jazz gig, he'd get through. But I'm talking about something where you're in a different key, like every bar. Then he might, you know. But I think you probably put him in pretty much any gig, and to me, that's the tell. Is there's a million great guitar players, but I think what differentiates someone is how they are as a musician.
Yeah, the versatility. Yep.
His ability, like just watching those club shows, if you go watch them, to play with people in like a jam situation on stage. Someone who's very famous, you don't know him, never met him, don't know their playing style, and he just fit right in with her like it was nothing.
It's, you know, because it's otherworldly. When you go and you see them play, you're just like, holy crap! Did I just see that? You know, it blows your mind.
Out of their speaker, you know,
right, it blows your mind, and I love that.
The magic.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I like him because he's a song. Like I was saying earlier, he's a song guy. He's a band guy, and within the context of a song or a band, the guy just
I'll be right back.
crushes it.
All right. Yeah, it's crazy, but so how many times have you seen them, Hack? Extreme.
I saw them actually on the Three Sides tour.
Okay.
That was the only time I'd seen them, and I saw them in Massey Hall in Toronto, which has got a really good. It was the best because when you go see rock bands, generally you're seeing them like in a club or a hockey stadium, and the acoustics are shit. But this place was acoustically perfect, so it was like the best live heavy rock sound I heard, you know. And like I said, I mean, there's one part where he comes out and he does Flight of the Bumblebee, you know, and he just comes out on stage by himself.
That's cool.
And it just rips it. Like I said, I mean, he's doing it in front of you. It's not like
yeah, you can't
studio
fake
tricks.
it.
It's like holy
No.
shit. And he's doing it so effortlessly. It's like, yeah, it's like scratching his head, you know?
Yeah.
So, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. Oh man. What about you, Analog Kid?
Quentin saw them open for Winger.
Oh yeah. Did you say you saw them, Chris, in Boston? Because you're from Boston.
No,
right?
no, I've never seen them. They're supposed to open for Aerosmith this September.
Oh, okay. Oh, awesome.
They were supposed to do that last year. It got moved to this year, but I think they're going to move it one more year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah. They're still going out with because they're from.
Oh, are they doing the whole tour with them, not just that one show?
They're from Boston.
They're from Boston. I don't know if they're doing the whole. I think they're doing like a. There's like a I read somewhere there's like a special. I guess it's an Aerosmith 50th anniversary thing.
Yeah, it's like a 50th anniversary show. I think they're doing 2 nights.
Yeah, I know at least in Boston that Extreme is going to be a part of that because he was hugely influenced by Aerosmith, but I think he took whatever Aerosmith did and just sent it to the stratosphere.
When you saw them at Massey Hall, were they the headline act that night?
Yeah, Saigon Kick opened for them. There's a blast in the past.
I remember it. Yeah, I remember Saigon Kick.
It's supposed to be really good. Did you like them, Hack?
Good.
Saigon Kick was actually pretty good. Yeah,
the guitar player was really good.
Yeah, they were good, but yeah. I mean, they came out. They even had a horn because they were doing a lot of porno graffiti, which got a lot of horns in it. So they even had a horn section come out.
Nice.
It's very cool.
That's awesome. Bet an ass.
But your favorite hack out of their whole catalog is the very last album they did, eh?
Hmm.
You know, wait.
I mean, it's got hooks on top of hooks. Like every song just grabs you right off the bat, you know. And yeah, it's top to bottom. I picked it as my favorite record. My number two, I think, was Porn and Graffiti. Then
Yeah.
Three Sides. Waiting for the Punchline has its moments too. It's a pretty dark record.
Yeah, it is.
It was in the midst of the whole grunge thing. You
Yep.
know, there's a couple of shadow boxing is well, I think that well, I don't
I
know if
like
they had a single, but I think that was the single.
well, Hip Today as well.
Hip Today, yeah.
Got Later as a single, I think.
There's some good moments on there, but it's not. It's almost like it's almost stripped down extreme. The songs are not nearly as complex. You know, there's not all those changes going on. Like those. It's I don't know. It's a little flat, and the production I don't like it at all. The guitars don't sound good. It's all very because if you remember in that period, it wasn't cool to be good on guitar. That
Right.
being said, Nuno does have, I think it's Midnight Express now, the name comes to me, that acoustic thing on there, which is just insane. Yeah.
Don't lie. You know you like Get the Funk Out. That's your favorite song. Hack.
I don't know if it's my favorite song.
No, I know. I'm kidding. I like that song.
I
actually.
tell you, the
know?
solo in that has got to be one of the best solos I've ever heard.
That's
There's
my
I don't
favorite
think there's
solo.
a bad solo on Porn and Graffiti.
No, there isn't. But that's my favorite one. Is Get the Funk Out. Definitely.
Yeah. No, I'd be hard pressed to pick a favorite song. I love Tragic Comic a lot.
Yeah.
There's just and there's a lot of songs on the most recent record I really dig.
It's cool though that a band like that with few albums they're all good. I mean, most of the songs you don't turn off. You don't skip to the next track. You know what I mean?
Well, Waiting for the Punchline is a little rough. And the first record, I'm not a big fan of either.
Oh, I like the first record.
I like the first one.
Kid Ego's okay, and then there's another. Well, the song that is it How You Gonna Play or Come Out and Play or whatever, that one.
Play with
That
me.
one was actually in a Bill and Ted's movie. If you remember.
Right.
And that's like, but there's but like those like Porno Graffiti or Three Sides. Well, Three Sides. The problem with Three Sides is for me the last portion, because they have it split into like three parts.
Right.
In the last part, like there's your version, my version, and the truth. The last bit, it for me, it goes on a little bit too long.
It's like
the stuff before that is killer.
Concept albums are hard.
Yeah.
And they put that record out at a bad time, man. Like, I mean,
in the middle. I love the middle of that album.
Yeah, well, that's where Tragic Comic is.
Yeah, that's my favorite tune probably on the album.
That record came out at a bad time because, I mean, when it came out, I think it came out in 1990, and it was, grunge was already coming in. It didn't sell very well. That was, again, like I said earlier, they were 5 years too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them and a number of bands.
And then the other thing too, man, people call them a hair band. They are not a freaking hair band.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't call them a hair band.
They are head and shoulders above a hair band. Head and shoulders, get it?
Waiting for the Punchline was 95.
Yeah, that was. I get like
all that grunge.
I get a bit of Alice in Chains vibe off of that record. Waiting for the Punchlines, get that kind of vibe to it.
I mean, they classify them as glam metal, funk metal, and hard rock. I wouldn't say the glam metal.
I wouldn't say glam, and the funk.
The funk is a little bit of a stretch, but they're definitely hard rock.
Do you think they got that hair tag due to More Than Words because it was considered more like the power ballad type thing?
Yeah, probably.
Well, they Goo Goo Dolls that.
Yeah.
Same thing they did to the Goo Goo Dolls. They put out that song Name and they ruined their career because they were a heavy band.
And you know what? And that's not even their best. Like I think "Hole in Your Heart" is a much better song. Like,
I think they should have put like "Long Way Down" as their first single.
Now, there's no secret that there have been issues between Gary Sharon and Nuno in the past, and yeah, I, I've always wondered, since they reunited after Gary was in Van Halen, do you think, and as good a player as Nuno is, do you think it raised their stock at all? Hat?
No, not really. I mean, see the timing of that when he went, like they were all like, "Yeah, man, do it, go ahead, do it," because they weren't doing anything, and started doing solo stuff. So, and he started. Well, I don't know, was it solo stuff or was it Rihanna at that point? I don't remember.
He
But
had a band when Extreme broke up. He used to tour locally here under a band called Mourning Widows. But you
yes,
spelled mourning, not like morning, but mourning like
MOUR.
Yeah.
MOUR.
And Gary had a band called Tribe of Judah.
Yeah.
They were split into two bands at one point.
Yeah,
before the
yeah,
reunion and before Van Halen.
yeah. So I mean, it was a great opportunity for Gary, and I don't remember reading anything like that they were upset that he went and did that because they weren't doing anything together at that point. I mean the band after waiting for the punchline kind of dissolved. Really, I mean there was why keep going? I don't know. Maybe they lost their record contract. Probably, I don't know. They got dropped. I don't know.
Must have been. It's probably because that record didn't do well, and that was probably the last record on their contract.
Yeah,
They all went their separate ways at that point.
even Three Sides didn't do very well. I mean they're coming off of Porno Graffiti, which was double platinum in the U.S. I think it sold actually more in Canada than the States. And then Three Sides, I don't think, it's even gold here, or it may have hit gold. I don't know. Like it just was a big drop.
Not nearly as much, right?
And then there's a huge span between those records, right? Like 90 and what 95, 96.
Right.
And 95 was waiting for the punchline.
And then 2008, another huge gap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Heck, you said that it was 5 years too late. Do you think if Three Sides came out in 85, it would have done better than in 90?
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Yeah, because that's when, the heavy Guitar Hero, all that was in vogue, right? Was around that time.
Yeah.
Like if the first record came out, well, the first record to the second record, I think was only a year. If the first record came out in 84 I'm thinking about the first record in Porno Graffiti. But if the first record came out in 84, then Porno Graffiti in 85, man, they would have just, and then Three Sides would have been like a year or two later. Yeah, they would have crushed it.
All about talent. It was a bunch of bands in the late 80s, early 90s that,
That's the other, really impressive thing too, man, is, I mean, it's all stuff that, cause I just did the show, so it's all fresh in my head, but if you listen to the first record, the quality of the songs in 1 year, they went from that to Porno Graffiti. I mean, think about that.
Yeah.
Like these guys they locked in so quick and they had it, right? I mean, and then from that to like, this epic Three Sides, like, holy shit, these guys were on a friggin', creative spaceship, man.
Well, the other thing too, like, along the same lines of what you were saying, they had Three Sides come out in 92. Well, the previous year in 91, you had Nirvana's Nevermind, Pearl Jam 10, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar, Sex Magic, Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger, REM, Out of Time, U2, Octoon Baby. I'm not into them, but My Bloody Valentine with Loveless. And
Metallica, the Black Album.
Yep, exactly. Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. I mean, like, they were competing.
Hard to compete that year.
Yeah.
Man, that would be tough for anybody.
Yeah.
Whew. That's rough.
Had they come out in 81, 82? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Different story.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda. You know.
Yeah, those.
Well, they'll be back, and
twins.
hopefully they'll do well. You know.
Things
I
were
see them.
changing.
I see them doing well though when they go back out there.
They're still relative. I mean, they're still in their 50s.
Right. Yeah, they're relatively young with all the older rockers going out and touring. You know, the final tour here, final tour there. So yeah, they are relatively young compared to like Kiss or Priest or Maiden.
I don't know about. I don't know what Gary sounds like nowadays because he used to be a crazy high singer, man. The guy had crazy range. So I don't know, what shape his voice is in, but Nuno can sure as hell still play.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would think,
Badger,
I would think he probably sounds pretty good still, but I mean, I haven't read anything to the contrary. But you know, who knows? You know, I don't think he'll go the Vince Neil route, so I think we'll be okay.
Oh, no.
You know.
Yeah, that's a whole other show right there.
I know.
I don't think genetically Nuno could get fat unless he made that his life's mission.
Jeez, no, I was talking about Gary though. For the sound, Nuno, come on, man.
Nuno's so thin.
That's bad. That would be weird to see him like overweight trying to play, guitar up on his gut. Probably still shred better than anybody, right?
I had a friend like that, and like the fattest they've ever been was like, oh, come on, dude, that's like me when I'm eating a sandwich. Like,
Brendan, you saw 10 years ago maybe that episode of VH1's reuniting the band.
Mm-hmm.
Where they tried to get them guys back together, and they were not having no part of it.
I think that was the only one that didn't happen. All the other ones happened. The reuniting. They're like they ended the show like we just couldn't make it happen. They
were like,
was that Motley Crue? What show?
Extreme. The VH1 show.
I didn't know they did that. Oh.
They did that with Vixen. They did that with not the Go-Go's. They did it with a bunch of other bands, but
I know, but I didn't know they did an episode with Extreme. I got to find that now.
They tried, so
yeah.
It was a little cringy at the end, but that's all right, So
yeah, it was.
That was in the midst of all the the stuff that was going on, like you were talking about, Tony. So
most of those shows they actually accomplished the goal of reuniting the band for the show, but there were one or two where they showed the episode on the attempt, but they were having no part of it.
And they're like, well, we ran out of time. Hopefully we'll be able to get back to you with the concert and this and that. So they,
I know they got Flock of Seagulls back together because I saw that episode.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. Yeah, they can't do the hair anymore, those guys, but yeah.
No.
So.
Certainly not.
Yep. Hey, Tea-Cake, what about giving away a pick, man? As he drinks a soda.
At least Nuno didn't go bald. That would have looked really weird.
He'd wear a wig.
My sister had the biggest crush on Nuno in high school. Like, she wanted to marry him.
That's a nice sticker.
Wow, that is nice.
Oh.
Yeah, it was cool because my sister listened to some of the same music as I did, but when it came to Extreme, we were both big fans. And I think hers was because she thought Nuno was hot. She liked the music too, but...
I do have a different story, not about Extreme, but a friend of mine that lives in Arkansas went to her 30th high school reunion this past couple days ago.
Yeah.
And Sebastian Bach was there because he's married to one of her classmates.
No.
Yeah, she sends me this Snapchat. She's like, "You like my new friend?" I'm like, Is that who I think it is?
Oh.
And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Holy cow." And he came in. It was funny because she brought her daughter with her. Her daughter's like 22 or 23. And Sebastian comes in. He had a Kiss mask on, right? And so her daughter goes, "Hey, that's a cool mask." And she goes, "You know," I mean, she knew who it was, but he didn't know that she knew. She goes, "You know what band I like better?" She goes, "Skid Row." And then so he goes, "You got a smart daughter." But no, it was a cool story when she sent me the picture. I was like, "Holy cow, is that real? Is that who I think it is?" And she said he was a really nice guy. So it's kind of cool.
Nice.
But yeah, Arkansas, you know, what would you, Fort Smith, Arkansas? You wouldn't think, you know.
Oh well, if you want to get away from all the bullshit, you know.
I used to. I mean, when the Kiss did the reunion, I saw, God, I don't know, 3 or 4 shows on that tour, and Sebastian Bach was always at them, and he was always
a huge Kiss fan, you know.
Yeah, he was always like on the floor, dead center, and he'd have this entourage around him.
Really?
I remember because he's a tall guy, so you could see him like, yeah, like, in the middle of these people.
That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, man, you got a pick you want to give away, Tony?
Let's give it away.
I think you got one. Give it away now.
It'll be
give it away pick.
This cool Monsters of Rock
Monsters of Rock cruise. Very detailed. Nuno pick.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
That is cool.
All right, let's put that back there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everybody in the chat, good luck. Get ready to type. This is
get
a
those fingers ready.
About extreme.
Oh.
I won't say anything.
How well do you know extreme?
You'll know it, heck.
We probably just talked about it too.
You'll definitely know it.
I even got this one, and I don't get any of them.
We didn't show Hack because he came in.
He'll know it
After. All right.
Put it this way, Hack didn't know it, I would be highly shocked. I would have to like say, Hack, go get your wife. You might be like having a stroke or something. So even if you're a mild extreme fan, you have a chance tonight.
All right. Good luck, everybody. I'm going to show a question on the screen. The first answer that we see that is correct will be our winner. If you are the winner, there's an email address down below where it says merch. Email me your name and address. I'll mail you this Extreme Nuno Bettencourt guitar pick out on Monday morning.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday morning, you can mail it to me.
Okay.
All right.
But
get your fingers ready, kids.
We'll run those after.
Mm-hmm.
We'll run those after the question. All right, here we go, kids. Get ready to type. All right. Good luck. Coming at you. We all know that the 1991 Extreme album Pornography produced the band's biggest single, More Than Words. What other song off the same album produced another U.S. top 10 single? What other song other than More Than Words off that album made it to the top?
Quentin James, Wholehearted.
Quentin James.
You almost got the spelling, but
Quentin James.
Wasn't a part of it.
I see Quentin. You see Quentin, Tony?
I did.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, I called that a hole in my heart, but it's wholehearted.
Yep.
I was talking about it. I said a hole in my heart. I was hearing the song in my head.
That's why we didn't. That's why we didn't correct you and say the title. Because
yeah. Well, that's
nice.
I got the old one.
Quentin is our winner.
All right.
So I got to give Quentin my address so he can mail that to me.
Yeah. I think you and Tom will be fighting for it.
I think Hack might be a bigger fan. I mean, I love Nuno, but I think Hack's a bigger fan as in his dedication. So he can send it. Quentin, you can send it to Hack.
He won't be sending it to me. I promise you that.
Oh, no, I know. Score!
Nice. Good job, buddy.
Congrats, buddy.
Nice, dude.
Coming to you.
Congrats to Clint,
Sweet.
James, Emmett, and Bottom Todd. Winnie Lou.
Bottom Todd.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with
Nothing wrong with that.
Uh, oh man, if Mike Johnson won and he came in second, Tom, you would have gotten it. Oh, this close,
Mike
man.
was right behind him.
Just a bit outside.
Speaking of stuff in the mail, Brendan, Kid, Tom, Sandra, who's out there in the chat, you guys watch your mailbox this week.
Okay.
Y'all got something coming from our guest from a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would that be Perry Richardson?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. He's a cool guy. Very nice.
Y'all got cool stuff coming.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweetness. Cool.
Yeah, I'm still trying to this thing right here is a weird shape.
You can just take it to like a Michael's or something, and they'll frame it for you. They make custom frames for you. Shouldn't be that expensive, and for something like that, got to do it. Got to frame it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, do that with the promo photo and the two pics, one side and the other side.
There you go.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Make a little box.
Nice. Nicey nice.
I might do that. Yeah. But I've got one of the 8x10s in a frame already.
Oh, nice.
And you guys are in the mail.
Okay.
But I've got to do something. That's a weird shape, and
it is. There's no standard frame for that, so you'll have to get one custom done.
Yeah, like the ones you see on like the celebrity like rock auctions, where it's like you have multiple things, and it's all, they mat out the whole background.
It's a
super
4x9. And that's a weird.
Mike Johnson said he needs a frame for all of my pics. Tony, can you imagine ever putting all of your pics in a frame?
Big ass frame.
Would not fit in your house.
No frame big enough.
Rick, we can't make a piece of glass that big.
Yeah, I want to see that, Keith.
Oh. Really nice.
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
Hit me up on Facebook.
Nice.
Gotta see that. Yeah.
Good deal.
So Quentin is our winner tonight.
Nice job, Quentin.
Good job.
He has never won here, so way to go, Quentin.
All right.
Definitely a stream fan.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be some type of year 2 winners next year.
Another big giveaway in June.
Yeah.
We'll start working on that now. Yeah. What's going on with you, Hack? What do you got coming up? You said in the chat before you might be doing some live music soon.
Yeah, actually today we got gig number 4. So we've got
nice. All right. Good.
2 in August and 2 in September, and we got our feelers out, and yeah, they're biting. The fish are biting. So
awesome.
Yeah, man, I can't wait.
Are they outside, Hack?
The first one is I think 2 of them are like outdoor patio things, right? And the first one is it's actually on a Sunday, in the afternoon, like 1 to 5. And then the other ones, I know they're outdoor. I don't know what the hours are in that, but one of them is indoor. I don't know how the guy's going to pull it off because we don't have full occupancy yet, but he seems to think they can do it. So
Are you guys still in lockdown up there?
no, not locked down. But we're not fully open. We're like
Okay.
phase 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Phase 3 is supposed to be in another few weeks.
Oh, good. Good. All right.
3 sides pick.
Mm-hmm.
Nuno. Cool.
It does have some other ones.
Porn
like
graffiti.
Graffiti is cool. I like that.
That is cool.
There you
Nuno.
go.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Nice.
There you go.
That looks like from the first album. Maybe not though. I don't know.
I don't know.
If I didn't know it was Nuno, it looks like it almost looks like it says Nene.
Nay.
I mean, I can't talk. His handwriting's still better than mine, so.
Mine too. Mine's horrible.
Oh, mine's horrendous.
Extreme.
Yep.
That's cool. Is that an older one, Tony?
Yeah.
It looks like it, yeah.
Are those any of those stage played or?
I think
The edge of that blue one near to the left of
this
the
one
B.
is.
That one looks like it is.
To the left of the B, it looks like it's warm there, but that could just be like, factory imperfection. It's hard to tell.
I've got a couple of stage played Kiss picks. They got
cool.
they got the grooves on the side from pick slides.
That's cool.
7/8 here. Hey Jay, what's going on, buddy?
Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Hey Jay.
Hey,
Cool.
Did you say Matt?
Yeah.
You don't like Jay's playing on Gizmachi album, Matt?
Oh no, I like Jay's playing on the Gizmachi.
Oh yeah,
playing on everything. No, yes. Jay always says "bah."
Oh, bah. Yeah, when he leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying bye, but when he says it, it sounds like he's saying bah. 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 So
cool,
Jay, you can answer this maybe in the chat. I want to know, are you going to do the how to play the intro to Mean Streets for Sunsets Down? Because that's going to be awesome if you do that. The dude from Sunsets Down, when he was on Johnny B last week, asked him, he was like, you play perfect. You got to come in and you got to do us like a, and he's like, well, I'm not in LA. And he's like, well, we'll have to do something remote or something because you got to do like for us how to play, the intro to Mean Streets. He's like, I want to do that. So it'd be cool if they actually do that.
Yeah,
cool.
man.
That is cool.
Jay nails that, man. Freaking perfect. And it's, I don't know.
My Gizmachi album now.
Such a weird rhythm there.
Yes.
Gizmachi album now.
Yes, buy it. And merch.
Over and over. I just listen to, I'm bad with song names a lot of times. I think of riffs though. But what's the Gizmachi one of the new one where right in the middle, it's like he's hitting that low B and it's like boom, boom, boom. And he's like crossing the bridge with his hand.
The one with the guitar in it. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it has a guitar. It might have a drum in it. Maybe a bass or something. That one.
Jay, what's that song, Jay?
What's
the title of that song?
Like at the, I can do it myself, but I can't make the sound with my mouth.
I don't know. Maybe he'll say it in the chat.
It was
Maybe
cool.
he won't.
Maybe I can find it.
It's all good.
It was like a new technique I hadn't seen.
Yep. John B.O.
John B.O., where are you?
Sandra Picorni. Sandra.
Sandra.
Broken Ends.
Sandra PK.
Broken Ends. Bridge.
Yep.
Bridge bending.
I swear, Jay, you created a new technique. I mean, 100%. Because never seen someone do bridge bending before.
Yeah, him and Mike Balls. Yep, they did it. He did it on the first album too. I think in Wandering Eyes.
Oh, cool.
That's the first time I heard it. Awesome. That's my favorite song on the first album. Yeah, it's awesome. Kill. Fight the fade, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Bridge bending is what exactly?
I think you're grabbing the back of the bridge or the front of the bridge. Tom will show you.
I'm not going to be able to do this, but don't solo me because I'm not going to be able to do it. But
Solo Tom.
I think basically what he's doing is to the effect of I can't get this high enough. So he's playing on that one. It's on a low B, right, on a 7 string.
Yeah.
But he's holding this
with the other hand, right, like that. Yeah.
So let me get this up in here. So this hand is here playing this string, but he has the other hand here.
Yeah, he's bending it that way.
Bending the bridge like down like that.
You got to make that move too. You got to do the genty move, Tom, when you're doing it.
Oh yeah, like
that. You look like you just stubbed your toe and you're, like the Humpty dance, So,
yeah.
Jay's gonna kick my ass when I say it.
No, I think, don't they in there when they did the video, they show a close up of him doing it at that part of the video. But that's just like, every time I watch it, it's so badass. I just want to be like, are you familiar with Andrew WK?
Yeah. No, Jay, we're talking about you the rest of the show, Jay. We're finished with Extreme, so now the rest of the show's about you, buddy.
I just want to be like Andrew WK.
Where's Bucket's Machi shirt at?
Put on all white and like, when I hear that, I'm like, yeah, like I get so hyped up.
I know. It's good. It's good workout music.
Oh yeah.
Don't drive with though, because you'll get pulled over.
I was working out on Wednesday. I had that on. I was like, boom, boom. That middle part.
Yep.
Feel it. Like pumps you up.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
No. All
right, everybody.
So let's take care of a couple of things. Let me cut this off because it always covers up my overlays. So, where do I want to be? I want to be right here. Brendan B. Squared custom cigar box guitars.
Cool.
Yeah, I got 2 left. Two are gone. 2 are left. The 2, the bass is gone. This one's still here. And the one behind me. That one's fretless, by the way. And then there's the bass. But the bass is spoken for already. And I got these 2 left. So, yeah. Tried my hand at painting. I think it turned out pretty well. And sound great. And if you want one, let me know. Email me and we'll chat.
Nice.
Yes. Thank you, Tony.
All right. And for those of you with tattoos, Ink the Original Essential Tattoo Care high-grade formulas with organic ingredients to hydrate and protect environment and reef safe. Fight the fade. Yeah.
Fight the fade.
Fight the fade. Take care of your ink. And so I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of what we got going on here next week on Show Me Your Pick. Ready for this, kids?
Mm-hmm. Oh. I was playing that earlier today.
Were you?
Barracuda, yeah. I love Heart, man.
Me too.
That'll be coming up next week.
Bless you.
She's my favorite female singer.
Yeah.
Ann Wilson. Great.
Hands down.
Great sound.
Let's see what else. For those of you Van Halen fans, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here, Halenville Live. We're going to look at Van Halen videos. We're going to look at the Van Halen Video Hits Volume 1. There's a lot of stuff that's not on there, but it's a big list. Lots of classic ones. And we'll talk about that right here tomorrow night.
Cool. That'd be a fun discussion. Quentin James, who won the Nuno pick? This kid. Yes, you did, sir. Yes, you did.
Nice, Quentin.
It's funny.
This kid.
Not that kid. Not the analog kid, but the other kid. Quentin James.
Quentin is the winner.
Yes.
All right, kids. Let me see where we are here. We're going to wrap things up and wind things down. Let's see. But first, we are going to bring in and say hello to our co-producer here. Show me your pics, son.
There she is.
Morning.
Hi.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah. How's it going? All right. Good. Good to see you.
You're muted.
Now we can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
You're muted.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
Son of a sitch.
All
right.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can hear you. Yay.
Okay, sign off before I go, before it happens again.
Oh, boy.
Thanks, chat. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and never miss an upload. Check out Halenville on Sunday nights. Check out Guitar Hag's channel. Check out Tom's channel. Make sure you get Cigar Box guitars from Brendan B Squared. And check out Show Me Your Pick right here every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here for a great time. Bye.
Hack, we appreciate you being here, dude. Always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me. It's always fun to be on, Tony.
Yeah.
Thanks for the extreme knowledge of extreme.
Very extreme knowledge.
Yes. Yes.
All right, kids. Have a great weekend, and we will see you right back here next week. Heart next week. Yeah.
Yes.
See ya.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.